Well, I guess everyone's seeing what's going on with Charlie Kirk and a lot of these mass shootings and all these things that are going on the earth. But what people don't understand is that the Most High is truly right now, as I've been saying on many videos, swaying king's hearts to fulfill biblical prophecy. You guys seen the video? Have you seen where the guy grabbed his hat? You can go back and look and Google it. He touched his hat and it basically gave the signal. Well, as our good brother Malcolm X said, it's the chickens coming home to roost. If you guys seen this guy's post, he's been beating our people down, the Israelites, so bad. And basically with all these racist rants. When you go into Genesis 12:3, it talks about those who bless you. The Most High says he will bless them. But those who curse us, he's going to curse them. Now, when you go to Numbers 24 and Numbers 24:9, one thing we want to remember there is Balaam. Balaam was hired to go ahead and curse our people. But what happened was the Most High told him himself, I don't want you to curse these people. These are blessed people. These are holy people whom I got the promise with. And these are the people who I'm going to restore back. And so what Balaam did was when he went out to curse the people and he built these little statues and all, every time he saw when he made the statues to make a remnants of the wars that would happen, they would lose every time. And Balaam said, I can't do this. And the Most High said, go back. I want you to bless these people. And so Balaam had to end up giving us blessings instead of curses. So it was the opposite, you understand, of what the kings asked him to do. Now, Zechariah 2:8, it says that he that touches you also touches the apple of my eye. So saying that, we got to understand something, that right now, all those people who are talking about us, trying to cast curses, you see these angels in the heavens everywhere? Do people not understand that they're here to help us? And that the kings, whether it be Russia, Iran, China, whether it be South America, whether it be South Africa, whether it be, no matter where on the earth, the Most High is swaying these people's hearts to basically stop demonizing us, to stop doing things they've been doing. And not only that, he said in the book of Enoch, when he gave Enoch the writings, that just like the giants, that he would turn them on each other. And if you look at the guy touching his hat, well, he was a kindred. He was one of them. Something else to think about as well. If you notice, this guy was actually beating down the fake Ivrit. I'm going to say that. Remember, the Bible said there'll be bastards in Ashdod. And Ashdod is a small town in Israel. Same town that's just been where they have the military. And the military recently, their main headquarters in Ashdod was totally obliterated. Well, this guy had been talking about them as well. And so, this is how he turns these people on each other like hornets. And right now, everything that's going on, there's a rhyme and a reason behind it. The main reason is because for so long, our people have been beaten down. We've been told that we're black, colored, African Americans, all these different titles, but no one's truly gave us the credit of being the Most High's children. For so long, they systematically taken our houses, our money. They systematically came in and said, you know what? You people, and as the Most High said, what we call a byword and a proverb, that you people are a plague to the earth and that you need to go back to Africa. Wow, I think it's ironic now that the whole world is finding out we never came from Africa. We're indigenous to the Americas. We are the ancient people. And now that all this truths are coming out right now, a lot of people don't understand that judgment is here. When you go to Isaiah chapter 60, verse 12, it talks about those nations who will not serve us, that those nations who don't serve us, they're going to perish. And you can read it yourself. I implore you to read Isaiah 51 all the way to about 64, 65. Read the whole chapter, but it's going to expound on how the Most High is going to return all the wealth back to us. He's going to give us back what was taken. And not only that, which is more important, all those who cast spells against us and talk about us like dogs, you're going to see these people being wiped away. And believe it or not, the Most High is using their own people to do these things. So, what happened with Charlie Kirk and what's happening with a lot of these politicians and even these, what I call mass shootings, you see, If you look at the people who's doing them, and it's kind of crazy that I think the last 5 or 6 of them have been the rainbow um, characters who's been actually going and doing these mass shootings, and that means that there's a spirit there, and I believe that spirit is there to expose a certain demographic. Weapons don't hurt people on their own. I know I own many, and I have to do the business that I'm in. I have to keep them in order to protect others. So, saying that, one thing you learn when you deal with weapons is they cannot go off without a person behind it. And so, let's think about this for a moment. Well, we look at the mass shootings that are going on the earth. And it's kind of ironic that this guy was actually speaking about the mass shootings, and at that moment when he talked about it, that's when the hat was tipped in order for them to go ahead, and we know what happened after that. So saying that, I really truly believe, as Malcolm X saying, these are the chickens coming home to roost, and right now they're roosting. Right now, I mean, that cock is crowing. And a lot of these nations, just like the giants and Enoch, turned on each other. This is what's going on right now. The Most High said in the last days that he's going to take all these nations and he's going to turn them on each other, brother against brother, mother against daughter, daughter against son, son against father. That all of them was going to fight each other. And that's what's going on right now. So everything I see going on right now is just fulfilling prophecy. I know he's getting ready to gather us soon. And one of the main things had to be is that all those people who boast and brag against the Most High's jewelry, what he calls his yakads, his children, those who boast against his perfume, because he says we're the ones that's his perfume. We're the ones who give fragrance to the earth. We're the salt of the earth. And so all those people boasting against us and talking about us, the Most High is going to put a spirit on others to turn on them. All you got to do is sit back and watch. So this guy, these things that happened to him, I'm not going to say that I take delight in any of those things, but at the same time, I understand judgment. I understand that right now the Most High's hand is on this earth. I understand that right now a lot of people don't understand that the Most High tells us that he's going to judge us by every word we say. So saying that, you got to be so careful what comes out of your mouth. Because when you speak certain things, those curses are turned on you. Just like with Balaam. When he called and these other people asked, and I believe it was the Moabites, asked him to go ahead and put a curse on Israel, it ended up turning on their own heads. So, our people, the Yehudim, the Ivrit, it's not time for us to be afraid right now. It's really time for us to understand that when the Most High told us that he go before us with a long stretched out arm, that he would fight our enemies, my goodness, when I was looking at the list of the things that guy was saying about our people and talking about how we're the ones who go in and systematically unalive each other, and now I'm looking at the guy who tipped his hat and told him to go ahead and take it, was one of his own. Yeah, surely the chicken's coming home to roost. And what's happening right now is all these people who are walking contrary to the promises of what's written in that book, they got to be dealt with. Whether they think that the king's on their side, because I'm sure he thought that the Pharaoh was with him, because I think he actually went out with the Pharaoh and he did some networking with him, of course, for him to be the president. So saying that, I'm sure he thought he was on his side, but get this, I don't think any of those things could happen without the Pharaoh's approval. And just like when the Pharaoh just told recently, he made an executive order to go into the Smithsonian Institute and to go ahead and they got to document everything. Then they got to release all our records because we are the American Indians, all our history's here. And not only that, the giants, and the Bible solidifies that the giants were real. And so what's going on right now is that the Most High is putting in their hearts to go ahead and have the truth come out. And man, when he said in the last days there'll be many highways of knowledge, my goodness, he sure got us on a highway. And I'm telling you, he's got us on a chariot down this highway because we're going warp speed. Everything's being revealed. Everything's being sealed. The Lord's children are being, the Most High's children are being marked with a tav on their forehead right now. And as we can see, Satan's children are being taken off the earth. Many are called, few are chosen. Shalom.